So, liebe Leute von heute, herzlichst willkommen zurück hier bei Genshin Impact für die PlayStation 4, wo es, sagt man, am besten Willen jetzt so langsam mal sicher mal wieder Zeit wird, dass wir uns, sagt, hier ein bisschen betätigen. Vor allem, sagt auch daher, weil das Hauptevent dieser Version, das Straßenopferritual der Drei Welten, noch insgesamt 25 Tage dauert. Es gibt natürlich auch noch ein klitzekleines Mini-Event, was sagt 16 Tage dauert. Aber das soll uns jetzt erstmal nicht interessieren. Weil ab diesem Part machen wir, sagt wirklich mal, das Straßenopferritual der Drei Welten. Enkanomya ist jetzt von dichten schwarzen Nebel, dessen Ursprung noch unbekannt ist, umhüllt. Um die Zukunft von Watatsumi zu sichern, beauftragt Kokomi dich, noch einmal nach Enkanomya zu gehen. Tja, starten wir den Auftrag. Straßenopferritual der Drei Welten, Vorabend. Die Mission beginnt. Ja, die Mission beginnt. Wie sie ablaufen wird, keine Ahnung. Aber eine Sache, die ich auf jeden Fall schon mal weiß, ist die Tatsache, dass wir zwischen den einzelnen Missionen während des Events hin und her wechseln können. Was er sagt, so viel jetzt bedeutet in meiner Aussprache jetzt hier. Es ist die einzelnen Missionen, die man, sagt, während des Events machen kann, sind, sagt, nicht zeitlich, festgelegt. Alle Events, die man, sagt, so quasi machen kann, können wir, sagt, auch machen. Ohne irgendwie, was abzuwarten. Aber trotzdem, einzelne Kapitel wird es sicherlich dazu hier auch noch geben. Also müssen wir dafür jetzt mal kurz hier ins Netz gehen, um mal zu sehen, wie läuft denn das Ganze. Täglichen Eintragungen, nein, Aktion. Ja, Straßenopferritual der Drei Welten. Geht bis zum Ende von Version 2.5. Weltauftrag Erebos Geheimnis haben wir gemacht. Ne, anscheinend gibt es hierbei nun wirklich, sagt, nicht sehr viel, was man beachten muss. Also mit diesen Informationen im Hintergrund, die, sagt, nicht gerade sehr informationsreich sind, beginnen wir das Event. Das Hauptevent von Version 2.5.
This is the correspondence from Stingray 3. Your Excellency, the situation looks extremely serious.
Thank you, Ueno. Inform Swordfish 1 to stand by. I'll see to the wounded shortly.
Hat Sangonomia Kokomi ein klitzekleines, Upgrade oder vielleicht eine kleine Veränderung an ihrer Kleidung gekriegt? Es fällt mir, jetzt nun wirklich ziemlich stark auf, dass man ihre Unterhose sehen kann.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Kokomi! How have you been? Captain of Swordfish 2. Glad to have you back on Watatsumi Island. I would have liked to have given you a grand reception, but as you can see...
Okay, ich gehe jetzt eigentlich wirklich davon aus, sie hat, ein neues Kleidungsstück gekriegt. Weil die Optik jetzt, die kommt mir irgendwie nicht vertraut vor.
What's going on? Not long ago, I hosted the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri. It's the most important ceremony on Watatsumi Island. I'm guessing you'll have heard about it from Tsuyuko?
Ja, haben wir.
What? How did you know we were the ones helping out Tsuyuko this whole time?
Tja, wenn sie es nicht wüsste, wäre es erst komisch.
Tsuyuko is one of the more conscientious shrine maidens of Sangonomiya. I knew that handing off the planning of the ceremony to her would play to her strengths. Based on her description of the person who took the commission, it was quite obviously you. This is all starting to sound pretty suspicious.
Es ist ein bisschen spät, um misstrauisch zu werden.
Anyway, I'm sure Tsuyuko will have told you that the Watatsumi Goryo ceremony is a ceremony to reverse the holy soil phenomenon on Watatsumi Island. It's a bleaching process that slowly turns the earth to holy soil, leaving the land infertile and devastating agricultural production. Granted, crops aren't our staple food on Watatsumi Island, but I can't allow external forces to drastically alter the people's diet, and we certainly shouldn't be overly reliant on imports.
Paimon doesn't quite follow.
Imagine all you had to eat from now on was radishes. No more fish or meat. Clearer now?
Umgekehrte Psychologie. Stark.
That would be terrible.
The issue began with the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri. I did not miss a single step during the ritual, and there's no question that the blood branch coral you retrieved was infused with the Omikami's power. But it didn't reverse the holy soil phenomenon as expected. Instead, it just paused. This has never happened before in history. This is ultimately a matter of Watatsumi Island's survival, so I sent as many people as I could spare to Enkanomya to investigate the situation. The news from Stingray 3 was that all of Enkanomya is engulfed in a darkness that cannot be dispelled. Additionally, there have also been reports of monsters, the likes of which no one has ever seen before.
Strange monsters and an all-engulfing darkness?
That's all that Stingray 3 has reported. Their investigation otherwise has yielded no useful information, and the unforgiving environment has caused many casualties so far. I have sent several rescue teams already, but so far, the situation does not look promising. It brings me no pleasure to have to ask, but on behalf of all of Watatsumi Island, I beseech you, please, lend us your assistance one more time.
Jo, zum Wohle aller auf Watatsumi werde ich das sehr gern tun.
Thank you. Now, please, come with me to meet Tsuyuko.
Okay, machen wir mal. Nebeljäger in den Meerestiefen. Neuer Abschnitt. Nebeljäger in den Meerestiefen. Dann gehen wir gleich hier mal zu Tsuyuko. Also schön, wo genau ist sie jetzt? Ah ja, gleich da unten, also müssen wir mal wieder einen Abfluss sprengen.
Your Excellency, traveler. I did wonder. Hope you're both having a wonderful date so far.
Cut the comedy, Tsuyuko, or I may have to have you and Naki switch posts next year. In which case, you'd be in charge of Spectre Eco Management on Watatsumi Island.
No need, I'll stop. So, since the two of you are here together, I assume it's about Enkanomya?
Kokomi filled us in on what's been going on.
Kokomi. Right. Well, as I'm sure Her Excellency has told you, an ominous darkness has completely engulfed Enkanomya. At the same time, strange humanoid monsters have appeared when the place should be completely deserted.
Humanoid monsters?
Armor that can move on its own. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we're not talking about one spooked soldier hallucinating in the darkness. All the wounded who returned to Sangonomiya have described seeing the same thing. On top of this, even ordinary enemies seem to grow much stronger in the darkness. That's why Stingray 3 has sustained so many casualties. There's one other thing that the returning soldiers have mentioned. They say a shrine maiden who calls herself Sumi has been helping to treat the wounded.
Sumi? I don't recall there being any record of a shrine maiden by that name in Sangonomiya.
That's the thing. There isn't one. But she held something called a Sento ceremony, which managed to keep a small area in the very center of Enkanomya brightly lit. Thanks to her, the wounded soldiers have a safe zone where they can recuperate.
Sento. I've seen this term in the Deep Sea Healing Arts Compendium. But it's a ceremony that only works in Enkanomya, so it was never brought to Watatsumi Island. I'd love to meet this Tsumi, but right now, helping the wounded has to be my top priority.
Your Excellency, even if you had no duties at all right now, there's still no way we'd let you go down there. Enkanomya is exceedingly dangerous right now. Only preeminent warriors like the Traveler and Paimon should venture there.
Yep, absolutely, 100%. This is a job only we can handle.
Ja, Tsuyoku kennt Paimon sehr gut.
Yeah. We've worked together plenty of times in the past, after all.
Do you have any other information about Tsumi?
It was mentioned that she wears a strange mask that covers the upper half of her face.
Tja, eine maskierte Jungfer. Als hätten wir hier in Inazuma nicht schon viele maskierte Jungfern gehabt.
How interesting. What is she trying to hide?
Narben, ein Fluch.
Your Excellency, in my humblest of opinions, Sumi has shown nothing but goodwill so far. Since the situation is so critical, we don't have the resources to make other defense arrangements and cast suspicion on our allies.
I see what you mean. I have instructed Swordfish 1 to proceed to Enkanomya and continue evacuating the wounded. Traveler, you can go with them. Swordfish 1 will escort you to the camp at the center of Enkanomya.
Verstanden, Chefin.
Also, please, take this with you.
Okay.
What's this? Looks like a missing piece of something.
It's just a little trinket. When you are faced with a difficult choice, it might be able to help you.
Your Excellency. But isn't that...
Watatsumi Island doesn't need it anymore. Besides, both of the other two pieces are in Enkanomya. If we're lucky enough, this could be our chance to reunite them.
Understood, Your Excellency. Okay. Emergency measures to hold the Three Realms Gateway offering now underway.
I apologize for the trouble. Now please excuse me. I need to tend to the wounded. Please, see Ueno once you're ready.
Na, meinetwegen, ich bin bereit. Also, wo ist Ueno? Wo ist Ueno mit dem Bueno? Ah, sieh mal an, da ist sagt Ueno. Außerdem haben wir eine zersplitterte Münze gekriegt. Also, los geht's.
Are you ready to venture into the dark shroud of Enkanomya?
Natürlich. Ja, auf geht's.
All right, follow me.
Ja, werden wir... Oh, du hast mit Schwertfisch 1 zusammen die Dunkelheit durchbrochen und den Dainishi Mikoshi erreicht. Das Zentrum Enkanomias. Das ist ja das erste Mal, dass ich Sonntexte ohne Probleme vorlesen konnte. Naja, die Reise von Watatsumi nach Enkanomya dauert ja ein bisschen. Und wenn dann sowieso auch noch das Event geladen wird, braucht alles seine Zeit. So, wir sind also jetzt wieder mal in Enkanomya. Das ist auf jeden Fall jetzt neu. Wo wir zuletzt hier waren, da waren keine Korallenzweige beim Dainishi Mikoshi gewesen.
Here's hoping I have the chance.
Möglichkeiten?
Next year, I'm going to apply for Swordfish 1 to be redeployed into Spectre management. Because if it's that, or spend more time in Enkanomya, I'll take my chance with the Spectres. Those armor monsters closing in on you. It's the stuff nightmares are made of.
Totally understand.
Anyway, we should be safe for now. There shouldn't be any more danger from here on out.
Hey, what's up?
It's Yabe, the odd guy from Stingray 3.
You seem kinda chipper compared to all the other soldiers.
Do I? Well, I've pretty much always loved horror stories and ghost stories and stuff, ever since I was a kid. This trip to Enkanomya is something else, though. Totally mind-blowing. Super fun. 10 out of 10 would come again.
Totally do not understand.
Well, I mean, it's pretty sweet to have the chance to come to Enkanomya. I actually kinda wanted to look into the Bunkoku puzzle while I'm here. It's the first of the 4 great puzzles of Enkanomya.
Yeah, please don't do that. We're the ones that'll have to come rescue you.
Alright, well, never mind that. There's a makeshift camp at the top of those steps over there. Yeah, you should head up and catch some rest if you haven't been there yet.
Nun ja, wir waren ja sowieso noch nicht im Lager gewesen. Geht zu dem vorübergehenden Lager. Und ansonsten... Naja, sieht es ja, sagt nicht so dunkel aus. Ja, nehmt das, sag mal, zurück. Es sieht, sagt doch ziemlich dunkel hier aus. Aber sieh mal an, Korrosionsstärke 15, 28, 60, 73, 105, 118. Also das Ende des Events wird also irgendwo hier in diesem Gebiet sein. Interessant. Also gut, schauen wir dann erstmal beim Lager vorbei. Und bei der mysteriösen Schreinjungfer.
A shrine maiden taking care of the wounded. That must be Sumi, right?
Also gut, Sumi. Wie siehst du aus?
You are different from all the others. Are you human?
Ja, sind wir.
Well, he is, obviously. Just not a native of Watatsumi Island, that's all.
And you? A human hatchling?
Ich denke nicht. Ich glaube, sie ist eher eine Fee oder sowas.
Oh, really? Because I thought that humans lose the ability to fly when they reach adulthood. Just like the baptismal bishops lose the ability to see in color when they reach maturity.
Sumi, you seem to know a lot about bishops.
Wait, how do you know my name?
Oh, the wounded soldiers mentioned you.
Oh,
Wir sind hier, um die Dunkelheit zu untersuchen. Und natürlich zu vertreiben.
Greetings. My name is Ueno, acting captain of Swordfish 1. We're here to evacuate the wounded and support the traveler's investigation. Swordfish 1 needs to rest and reorganize before commencing the evacuation. I'll see you later.
so you're here to help resolve this, hmm? Very well. It's taking all the energy I have to keep this light shining. I don't have the strength to try and combat the spreading darkness, too.
Do you understand what's going on?
The Void Realm is invading. The people of Byakuyakoku believe that there are 3 realms. The Bishop Realm, the Human Realm, and the Void Realm. The darkness spreading in Enkanomya comes from the Void Abyss. Neither bishops nor humans can endure it.
But don't baptismal bishops like the dark?
No. They hate the light. But only because down here in the depths, the presence of light signifies human activity. In fact, the Bishop Realm is the realm of pure primordial elemental beings. It's actually referred to as the Light Realm in most books. The 7 sovereigns of the Light Realm are the 7 foremost elemental dragons at the pinnacle of the raw and primitive elemental forces.
So that's why Tsuyuko called this the 3 Realms Gateway Offering.
3 Realms Gateway Offering. Not far off the mark, actually. But technically, I think it should be called the Triangle Gateway Offering. Because the source of the darkness from the void is the 3 towers at the corners of Enkanomya's triangular borders.
Oh, the 3 towers! The ones where we did those trials!
You've been there before?
Ja, erst vor kurzem.
Long story.
Oh,
By the way, Sumi, what's up with the weird mask?
Weil's cool ist.
to hide my face. It has to do with some things that happened as I was growing up. I just don't want to scare anyone. That's all. Does that make me untrustworthy in your eyes?
No, not at all. You've been helping the wounded all this time. Everyone must be super grateful to you. It's just that...
Tja, ich will nicht, dass noch eine maskierte Schreinjungfer verschwindet.
Can't say I really understand what you're talking about. Anyway, if you want to rid this darkness from Enkanomya, you can come to me for guidance. Of course, if you can trust me. I'm going inside to tend to the wounded and check in with the new arrivals. Please excuse me.
Tsumi beendet das Gespräch und geht nach vorn in den Innenraum. In einen Innenraum.
What are we gonna do? Paimon really wants to trust Tsumi, but... Oh, how about we go ask the wounded?
Na gut, fragen wir erstmal die Verwundeten, 3 Stück an der Zahl. Und danach kann dann endlich mal die Suche beginnen.
Greetings.
Hello, we'd like to ask you about the masked shrine maiden, Tsumi.
Because of her strange mask? Well, you've come to the right person.
Cool.
I was one of the first people that she rescued. Straight away, I thought there was something very weird going on. Who is this shrine maiden who knows the lost ceremonies of Enkanomya? And why is she covering her face with a mask? So I started pestering her about it. I wasn't going to let up until I got an answer.
And?
There weren't so many people around at the time, so eventually she let me look behind the mask. It was actually pretty normal for the most part. There's just one thing she's trying to hide. Her eyes have snake-like pupils, thin vertical lines.
Whoa. Weren't you scared?
I probably would have been if every Watatsumi Islander wasn't so familiar with our legends, or I should say, our history. The first familiars of the Watatsumi Omikami were the vassals of Watatsumi. Legend has it that they are a half-human, half-snake kind who helped our ancestors fight back the baptismal bishops. They were said to have disappeared long ago. But then Tsumi showed up, and as soon as I saw her snake eyes, I instinctively trusted her. It's like the vassals have returned to help us in our moment of need.
Huh.
Na, das ist
I'm
schon
no
mal interessant.
expert by any means, but I think Tsumi can be trusted.
Gut, mehr Information? Nein, das war also Information Nummer 1. Also ist sie halb Mensch, halb Schlange. Oder vielleicht sogar auch halb Mensch, halb Echse. Tja, sowas gibt's natürlich ja auch.
Hello, what can I help you with?
Hi there. We wanted to ask you what you know about the masked shrine maiden, Tsumi.
I see. What are you looking to know exactly? I've tried asking if she's seeing anyone, or whether she's looking right now, but she seems pretty tight-lipped about her love life.
That's not what we meant at all. We were more wondering, do you think there's anything suspicious about her?
Suspicious, huh? Suspicion, the unknowable, the unpredictable, unexplored territory. Mysterious? Enigmatic? Enchanting? Bewitching? Compelling? Addicting? Yeah. Know what I'm saying?
Bleib ernst.
I am being serious. Okay, look. If I had to pick one thing about her that's suspicious, I'd say, 2 things. Number 1, her mask. It's pretty scary. I don't know why she chose it. Number 2, some kind of pendant fell out of her sleeve when she was bandaging me up. It looked like it was a broken off piece of something. So maybe when you put them together, it makes a whole. Huh. Maybe the other half is held by Sumi's lifelong sweetheart.
Sounds like you hit the nail on the head, so, you know, maybe ease off a little, bro?
Na gut, das wird ja langsam immer ein bisschen aufschlussreicher. Und nun erst zu zuletzt die verwundeten Soldaten befragen.
Looks like they're resting. Let's not disturb them. Paimon thinks we've got enough answers now. Let's find somewhere to recap what we know so far. Sumi's just inside the room. It'd be a bit awkward if she hears us talking about her behind her back. So here's what we learned from the soldiers. Sumi's mask hides her snake eyes, which the people of Watatsumi Island believe to be a distinguishing feature of Urabaxi's vassals. Based on her actions, it seems like all she wants to do is protect the people of Watatsumi Island. And from what she said, she's doing everything she can to combat the darkness spreading in Enkanomya. So she seems pretty trustworthy.
Tja, das denke ich auch.
Then let's go talk to her about working together.
Gut, dann also jetzt mal mit Sumi sprechen.
So, how's it going? Have you made a decision?
Yep, let's team up to tackle the darkness.
Okay, then take this.
Ja, was sollen wir nehmen? Bitte ein bisschen schneller, Spiel.
It's called the Bokuso box. I found it in the Dainichi Mikoshi when I was looking for a solution. Actually, the Dainichi Mikoshi was where I found the method and tools for the Sento ceremony. Lucky I can read human writing.
Why wouldn't you be able to? Or did you mean it's lucky that you can read the ancient Enkanomian script?
Oh, nothing. I just meant the script in the Deep Sea Healing Arts Compendium. I don't actually know if it's ancient or modern.
Jetzt wird es noch verwirrender.
Never mind all that. Let's get back to business. The Bokuso box collects light. It can dispel the darkness from the void within a small radius. So, for example, with the power of the Bokuso box, you can turn monsters affected by the darkness back into their original forms. As it happens, there are some monsters causing trouble around the camp. Go and try out the Bokuso box on them. I will join you shortly.
Na gut. Nutze den Bokuso-Kasten, um die Monster zu besiegen. Leg den Bokuso-Kasten an, um die Aktionsherausforderung abzuschließen. Tja, wenn's weiter nix ist. Kriegen wir doch hin. Anlegen. Der Bokuso-Kasten. Lichtenergie 300. Mal sehen, L und so. Oh, okay. Okay, so macht man das also. Ah, und das sind ja so ein paar besessene Helichole. So, Bokuso-Kasten 1. Einführung zum Spiel. Im lichtlosen Enkanomya werden einige Gegner von der Dunkelheit geschützt und können mit normalen Mitteln nicht besiegt werden. Du kannst eine bestimmte Menge an Energie aufwenden, um den Bokuso-Kasten zu nutzen und diesen Schutz des schwarzen Nebels zu zerstreuen und solchen Gegnern eine bestimmte Menge Schaden zufügen. Gut.
Solidify! Order guide!
There is no escape! Judgment!
Gut. Das war ja schon mal nicht schlecht.
You're a good fighter.
You bet. We were the ones who went and got the Blood Branch Coral that one time after all.
You... So you...
What's wrong?
Nothing. If what you say is true, then I'm sure you'll be able to conquer the 3 border towers quite easily. Also, there are a few things I need to explain to you. According to what I have read, the fundamental purpose of the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri is to use the Serpent God's life force to awaken its second familiars, the Senga Coralia. They are creatures that break down raw, primitive elemental energy into the milder elemental energy of the human realm. The giant coral is a symbol that the Senga Coralia have been awakened by the serpent's blood. The mass awakening of the Senga Coralia causes a transformation in the ecological environment of Enkanomya.
Makes sense. Even if you took away the darkness and the monsters, Enkanomya would still look pretty different now with all the new plants and aura around.
Things are even more complicated than usual this time. The darkness from the Void Realm seems to be suppressing things in the Light Realm and the Human Realm, causing them to come to a standstill. You may need to use the power of the Bokuso box to dispel the darkness and allow the ecological transformation to continue. Please, try to solve the problem using the Bokuso box. I'll wait for an update for you under the statue over there.
Tja, meine Nachricht wäre... Nutze den Bokuso-Kasten, um die Herausforderung abzuschließen. Aber was für eine Herausforderung genau? So, diese Herausforderung wohl. Bokuso-Kasten 2, während du Enkanomya erkundest, kannst du eine bestimmte Menge an Energie aufwenden, um den Bokuso-Kasten zu benutzen und den schwarzen Nebel zu vertreiben. Sondern bei Objekten haftet. Okay.
Solidify!
I will have order.
Shiver! Shine down! Judgment!
Stabilize!
Okay, das Ganze wird der Sack jetzt schon schief gehen, würde ich mal sagen.
You can't run!
Order guide you.
There is no escape!
Wow, it works! Let's go back and tell Sumi.
Okay, wir sind, sag mal, wieder komplett falsch hier. Irgendwo da oben wartet sie jetzt auf einen. Na gut. Wir haben ja so einen Teil der Herausforderung jetzt schon mal gestartet. Wir wissen jetzt, wie man sagt, das Ganze hier machen soll. Also dann gleich erstmal weiter im Text. Immer diese ganzen Treppenstufen.
It seems that you have mastered the Bokuso box. Now, let me tell you about the ultimate purpose of this operation. As I said, we need to proceed to the 3 towers on Enkanomya's borders. They're towers of the void, restored to their original form by a certain Abyss adherent.
Abyss adherent? Wait, do you mean...
He's a purveyor of incessant nonsense. Somehow he found out about the 3 realms and the 3 corners, and brought those things in using abyssal technology. Then, he started disseminating abyssal energy using the towers. This caused great suffering for both the Sangha and the Baptismal Bishops. I don't know why he's doing this. For us, the Abyss is highly toxic. For them, intoxicating is more the word. Addictive, but still destructive. Maybe he just likes to toy with people and stab them in the back.
Paimon knows exactly who you're talking about.
Ja, der Orden des Abgrunds.
You know him? Then it seems we have a common enemy.
Oh, you bet we do!
To get rid of the darkness, you need to climb to the very top of the Towers of the Void and activate the Light Realm Chisel, which will let in the energy of the Light Realm. In Enkanomya, the ley lines of the human realm, the elemental currents of the Light Realm, and the dark currents of the Void Realm are all exceptionally strong. Also, I only performed the Sento ceremony going off the steps in the book, but I believe the key to the ceremony is the statue in front of us. You can offer crystals of Light Realm energy to it to increase the Bokuso box's power. Also, resting here can restore the box's energy. Please, take this hand-drawn map. I've marked out the locations of the 3 towers for you. You'll need to explore one step at a time, and I'd recommend you start with this tower.
Ja, gut, wir sind hier in der Mitte. Da fängt der Sack an. 1, 2, 3. Wie zu erwarten.
Well, that's as much help as I can offer you. I'll be waiting here for the good news.